Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing New York Knicks franchise here on Mama's Basement. It's NBA 2K18. So each episode is representing a week of the season. This week we have 3 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Utah Jazz, and the Toronto Raptors. We start off with the Cleveland Cavaliers in game number 13 of our season. We fall 124-106 at home to the Cavaliers. We fall to 5-8. The Cavs improved to 10-4. We just shoot 50%. They shoot 53%. 9 of 23 from downtown. We are really struggling from behind the arc this season. 50 bench points to 28 is where the Cavs really beat us, as well as 27 assists to 18. They move the ball around a lot better than us. Players of the game in this one: LeBron James, 26 points, 7 boards, and 8 assists. Enes Kanter with 26 points and 11 rebounds for us in the first game of this week. The second game of the week comes against rookie Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. The Jazz coming into this at 9-5 as we get set to play game number 14. Here at MSG, we've had a good run of home games during this stretch. As we get things started here, Ntilikina around the screen dumps it off to Enes Kanter, and his shot from the elbow rattles home. It's 8-4 Knicks early in the game. Ricky Rubio on the right side, guarded by Frank Ntilikina. Rubio holding, goes around the screen from Donovan Mitchell. He's going to whip it back out to Mitchell from the angle, and Donovan Mitchell hits the 3. As you see, that last game for the Jazz, Rubio went off for 27 points. 15-12 Knicks. 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Rudy Gobert into the corner to Thabo Sefolosha. Sefolosha around the screen from Rudy, behind the back dribble, fade away from the left baseline. No, Rudy gets the rebound and drops it in. 15-14. Knicks with the lead. Ramon Sessions now into the game at the point for the Knicks. He brings it up with 3 minutes to go in the first. Ramon Sessions guarded by Ricky Rubio. Jazz wearing their gold uniforms. Doug McDermott holds it at the elbow. Around the screen, McDermott stops at the other elbow. Lets the shot go. It rolls around the rim and drops. 22-18 Knicks now with a minute to go in the first quarter. Lance Thomas from the angle. No. Rebounded by O'Quinn. Kicks it back out to Thomas. Thomas back to the top of the key to Tim Hardaway Jr. 25-18 New York, and it's 25-20 at the end of the first here at MSG. 31-21 with 9 minutes to go in the second. Michael Beasley in for New York. He's guarded there by Rodney Hood. Lance Thomas sets the screen for him. Beasley around it. He's got Rubio on him. Turnaround, fall away shot. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Jazz. Jerebko outlets it to Rodney Hood. Hood will back it up for Utah. Over to the right side to Sefolosha. Back to Jerebko. Over to Rodney Hood. Hood guarded by Courtney Lee. Back to Rubio. Top of the key. 3 is good. Ricky Rubio. 10-point lead for the Knicks. Rubio brings it up for the Jazz. We got 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rubio around the screen from Ingles. Ingles lets the long 3 go with the left hand. It goes down 34-27. Now 34-30 Knicks. Midway through the second quarter, Courtney Lee comes off a screen. Courtney Lee holding, dumps it down to Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley holds. He backs in. Over to the left side to Lee. 4-3. Rims out. Rebounded by Ntilikina to Lance Thomas. His 3 from the right side puts the Knicks up 37-30. The Knicks would lead 42-41 at the halftime break. Both teams shooting in the low 40%. 24 rebounds to 21 for us. 12 assists to 9 for us. 2 blocks to none for us. Porzingis 14 points and 4 rebounds. Rudy Gobert 8 points and 7 boards for the Jazz. Third quarter now. 9:50 to go. Porzingis steps into a 3. And he does not get the bounce. Rubio with the rebound, and he's off and running for Utah. Rubio stops at the top of the key. Ntilikina picks him up. Rubio over to the right side to Favors. His shot is good from 10 feet out. The Jazz have gone on a run and have taken a 49-42 lead. Here early in the third quarter, Ntilikina around the screen of Kristaps. Ntilikina drives, floats it high over Rudy Gobert, and it drops 49-44. The teardrop by Ntilikina. Here's Favors. Favors. Rebounded by Porzingis. Out to Ntilikina. Ntilikina. Back to the middle. Over to the left side to McDermott. McDermott all the way to the hole around Joe Ingles. 60-54 Jazz now. Sefolosha on the right angle. Cephalosha picked up by Tim Hardaway Jr. Jazz swing it around to Joe Johnson. He will back in on Lance Thomas. Slow-mo, Joe backing in, turnaround, fall away, off the glass. 62-54. Joe Johnson again now, 2:35 to go in the third. Cephalosha on the right angle, guarded by Tim Hardaway Jr. Cephalosha tries to float it over Joakim Noah, and Noah blocks it. Ahead to Beasley. Beasley all alone on the breakout. And the Jazz lead is cut to 6. Jazz swing it around to Johnson again, back to Ekpe Udo, over to Hood. Johnson behind the screen from Udo, and his 3 drops. Jazz by 9 with 2 minutes to go in the third. We're down to the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. Favors holds. Beasley backs off of him. Here's Udo at the top of the key, guarded by Noah. Udo behind the back to Rodney Hood. His 3 off the back of the rim. No, rebounded by Noah. He outlets it quickly to Ramon Sessions. Sessions is going to dump it down to Beasley, and his shot over Rodney Hood drops. At the end of the third quarter, the Jazz would hold a 7-point lead. Here at Madison Square Garden, Ricky Rubio crosses the timeline. Fourth quarter just underway. Hood, back to Gobert. They swing it around to Rubio. Guarded by Sessions. Back to Gobert again. He's going to drop it into the corner to Hood. Back to the angle to Cephalosha. Gobert sets the screen. Cephalosha around it. Cephalosha lets the 3 go. Back of the rim. No. Rebounded by Rudy, and he's going to put it up with the left hand off the glass. Jazz lead by 7 with 10:20 to go. Left side, Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood to his left, back out to Rubio, looking right down the barrel. Shot rims out, rebounded by Joakim Noah. Outlet to Ramon Sessions, down the right side to Beasley. Beasley is going to take it in, drop it off the glass over Joe Johnson. Lead is cut to 5. 8:30 to go. Jazz have lengthened the lead back out to 9. Courtney Lee around the screen from Joakim Noah. Lee whips it back over his shoulder to Noah. Noah lays it up. It rolls around the rim and down. Noah ends up on his back. 77-68. Jazz with 7:19 to go. Rubio with the right hand, high off the glass. No, rebounded by Gobert. And Rubio is going to back it out to Jerebko. Over to the right side to Donovan Mitchell. Back to Joe Ingles. Beasley picks him up at the top of the key around the Jerebko screen. Ingles back to Jonas Jerebko. Right side to Donovan Mitchell. Wide open 3. No, but it's tapped up and in by Gobert. 9-point lead for the Jazz with under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Ingles back to Jerebko. Shot from straight away is off the back of the rim, rebounded by Courtney Lee. Courtney Lee down the right side to Beasley, and he throws it down with the left hand. And he is fouled. Score it, count it. He's fouled. Beasley goes to the line for the 3-point play. And the lead is cut to 6. Knicks cut it to 3 now with 4:40 to go. It looks like we're going to have a ball game coming down the stretch. Ricky Rubio veers to the right side. Drops it down in the paint to Favors. Favors spins. Baseline. Turnaround. Fall away from the baseline is good. Great move by Derek Favors. 83-78. Jazz by 5. 3:16 to go. Rudy Gobert. Guarded by Cantor. Back to Rubio. Cantor and Gobert have a little history. Former teammates. Ntilikina, down the lane to Cantor. And Cantor lays it up and in. We got a 3-point lead again for the Jazz. Here's Porzingis. Guarded by Gobert. Porzingis fall away. Shot affected by Gobert. He gets the rebound and outlets it to Rubio. Rubio to the right side to Mitchell. He stops from 10. Shot rims out. Rebounded by Kristaps Porzingis. Still 83-80. Ntilikina brings it up for the Knicks. 2:15 to go in the game. Around the screen from Porzingis. Back to KP looking down the barrel. His 3 drops. 83 tie ball game. At 85 now with 1:11 to go in the game. Ricky Rubio puts his head down. Stripped away by Enes Kanter. Kanter out to Ntilikina. He drops it. Gets it back. And the Knicks have the ball with a chance to take the lead with 1 minute to go in the game. Kanter sets the screen for Ntilikina. Ntilikina down the lane. High off the glass. It's good. 87-85. 50 seconds to go. Rubio has it for the Jazz. Trailing by 2 with 45 seconds to go. Rubio off to the right side to Favors, into the corner to Ingles. Favors sets a screen. Ingles around it. Whips it underneath the Favors. Reverse layup up and in. We're tied at 87. 13 seconds to go. Porzingis now is going to hold for the last shot. Rudy Gobert comes out to face him. Porzingis holds. Porzingis is going to go one-on-one with Rudy. Porzingis steps back. Shot at the buzzer. Off the front of the rim, and we are headed to overtime. In overtime, with the Jazz leading 91-82 with 2:11 to go. Gobert whips it underneath to Ricky Rubio. Shot rims out. And it's rebounded by Ntilikina. Rubio shot too hard off the glass. Ntilikina into the right corner to McDermott. High arcing three from the right side goes down, and the Knicks take a 1-point lead. Porzingis now with 40 seconds. Knicks leading by 1. Porzingis holds, guarded by Rudy Gobert. Out at the top of the key, Porzingis behind the back dribble. Down the lane, Rudy strips him, and we got a foul. Joe Ingles picks up the foul. Porzingis' first free throw is good. 93-91. Porzingis' second free throw also good. 94-91 with 31.5 seconds to go in overtime. Rubio guarded by McDermott. Ingles was open. Rubio doesn't see him. Underneath, almost taken away. Back to Ingles for the tie. Off the front of the rim and over the plane of the backboard. And the Jazz lose 96-91. The Knicks hold on for the win. We improved to 6-8. We only shoot 35% from behind the arc. Again, not a great performance. 10 of 14 from the free throw line. 43% on the game. The Jazz shoot 43% as well. Our bench outscores them 32-24. Second chance points, 14-8 in our favor. The rebound battle is won by the Jazz by just 2. 8 blocks for us to 1 for the Jazz. A big difference in the game. We protected the paint well against Utah. Players of the game. Now in this one, for the New York Knicks, Kristaps Porzingis, 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Rudy Gobert with 14 points, 17 boards, and a block for the Utah Jazz. And that is the second game of this week. We head into the finale at 6-8, and we fall to the Toronto Raptors, 123-89. We get blown out across the border. The Raptors improved to 8-7. We fall to 6-9. We only shoot 36% on this game, 5 of 27 from behind the arc. We shoot 35 free throws, only hit 26 of them. The Raptors shoot 51%, 11 of 24 from downtown, and they go to the line 36 times and hit 30. Bench points, we outscore them 43-27 despite losing. Players of the game, Kyle Lowry with 31, 4 rebounds and 9 assists for the Raptors. Kyle O'Quinn had a big game, 14 points and 11 rebounds as he has been starting for the injured Hernan Gomez. All right, quick look at the standings as we close out this episode. The Cavs hang on to that number 1 spot at 12-4. We fall to number 9 at 6-9. We're tied for number 8 with the Hornets. We're both 6-9. The Celtics, Pacers, Raptors, Magic, Wizards, and Heat are the top 7. A look at what the playoffs would look like if they were to start today. The Cavs and the Hornets in the 1-8. The Raptors and the Magic in the 4-5. The Celtics and the Heat in the 2-7. And the Pacers and the Wizards in the 3-6. I do think we have a chance in this Eastern Conference to sneak into the playoffs with this New York Knicks squad, depending on how this season turns out. It would be a good building block to get into the playoffs in this first season. If not, we've got some work to do to try to turn this thing around in New York City with the New York Knicks. It's Mama's Basement, New York Knicks franchise. Be back with us for episode 6, which will be the following week of the season here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.